This is ARRL Audio News, your weekly summary of news highlights from the world of amateur radio. If you retransmit audio news through a repeater, listen for the Morse code K character, followed by 4 seconds of silence. That's your cue to stop transmitting so that your repeater timer can reset.
I'm John Ross, KD8IDJ, and this is the ARRL Audio News for Friday, November 7th, 2025. Here's a good question. Do you have family, friends, or neighbors eager to get on the air? We'll introduce them to the new ARRL Technician Class Live Video Course. The course includes everything needed to prepare for the FCC Technician Class Amateur Radio License Exam. Enrollment is open now for the 2-day course, which takes place December 20th through the 21st, 2025. You can join ARRL Education Specialist Wayne Green, KB4DSF, for this interactive online class. We're going to have fun, said Green. I'll guide you through operating your first ham radio to how to communicate through amateur radio satellites. And we're going to get fully immersed in every question and answer with the info you need to pass the test. In addition to live instruction, course participants will receive the popular Technician Class Prep book from ARRL National Instructor Gordon West, WV6NOA, which has helped thousands of new hams get licensed with fast results. 1 year of ARRL membership is included, ensuring these new hams will have quick access to all ARRL benefits, services, and programs. You can visit the ARRL shop to complete the paid enrollment for a special introductory price of $99. Registrants will receive a follow-up email with instructions for registering for the live video course after completing your order. And if you have any questions regarding the course, please contact the ARRL Education and Learning Department at 806-594-0285 or email ead@arrl.org. The Emergence Amateur Radio Club is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year with a special event that includes the University of Scranton, King's College, the amateur radio station W3USR. That station is part of the University of Scranton's Physics and Engineering Department, the University Student Club, and a flagship station for the Ham Radio Science Citizen Investigation HamSci project. The event celebrates the November 1905 public unveiling of the Father Merget's tone method. That's a wireless communication system capable of transmitting voice and sound over long distances, and the frontrunner of the continuous tone-coded squelch system known as CTCSS and the digital coded squelch DCS. All the activity begins at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, November 15th. Wilkes-Barre Mayor George C. Brown and Scranton Mayor Paige Connetti will recreate the transmission with King's College President Reverend Thomas P. Looney and the University of Scranton's President Reverend Joseph P. Manera. After the tone squelch method demonstration, W3USR will be on the air for the November Sweepstakes SSB. All of the events are open to the public. The Emergence Amateur Radio Club is an ARRL-affiliated club. Have you earned all of your sweepstakes entries? Well, the countdown is on. ARRL full members have until December 31st, 2025 to earn up to 6 automatic entries for a chance to win the Icom Dream Station, a complete ham radio station featuring a limited edition IC7760, an HF 50 MHz transceiver, an IC PW2 amplifier, a desktop microphone, and a special Icom 60th anniversary Seiko watch, all generously donated by Icom America. Members automatically earn ARRL sweepstakes entries when they join or renew. That earns you 1 entry. Set up an auto renewal. That earns you 2 entries. And donate to the ARRL Diamond Club. That's 1 entry for every $50 donated, and there is a limit of 6 entries per person. You can learn more about the 2025 ARRL sweepstakes and view the official rules at www.arrl.org/dreamstation. Participants in the National Traffic System NTS message nets will soon be noticing 2 changes in ARRL radiograms. For the first time in 45 years, a new message precedent or priority level is being introduced, and the list of numbered ARRL radiogram text has been updated and expanded. The new C for certified precedents joins the long-standing list of E for emergency, P for priority, W for welfare, and R for routine message categories. It is to be used for unique messages to specific individuals with known contact information and must be delivered within 48 hours of origination. The C precedent may not be used for bulk messages such as those sent to welcome new members to the hobby. It is the first new precedent established since the W welfare category was introduced introduced in 1980. There are many newer ARRL number radiogram text. Anyone involved in traffic nets is encouraged to download the complete list from either the NTS 2.0 website or the Radio Relay International RRI website. The changes are part of an ongoing effort to modernize the national traffic system and result from a memorandum of understanding establishing a closer working relationship between NTS and RRI. More details are available in the November issue of the NTS letter. The 6th Annual Youth Dream Rig Essay Contest is about to get underway. The contest is sponsored by the Intrepid DX Group, a California-based 501c3 nonprofit organization promoting amateur radio in developing nations. But this year, a change. This year, rather than our past essays, we are seeking well-thought-out and clearly communicated project proposals for a public access amateur radio station, said Paul S. Ewing, N6PSE, president of the Intrepid DX Group. This year's contest is called America Radio for Greater Good. Written proposals may be submitted between November 10th and December 10th, 2025, by amateur radio operators aged 25 or younger, describing how they would establish a club, contest, community, or emergency communication station in a school, church, fire station, community center, hospital, or other public building. And that station must be in the USA, and only U.S. licensed amateur radio operators may submit proposals. And proposals may be submitted via email to the Intrepid DX Group at gmail.com or via USPS. The awardee of the complete station will be announced on December 15th, 2025. For more information about the Intrepid DX Group, visit its website at intrepid.dx.com. ARRL is calling on all radio amateurs and GMRS licensees to join our nationwide grassroots campaign to pass the Amateur Radio Emergency Preparedness Act. ARRL has made it very easy to send your letters to Congress, as a matter of fact. HAM should go to sendaletter.org/HOA, and GMRS users should go to sendaletter.org/GMRS. The letters will automatically be sent to your elected officials, encouraging them to support the bipartisan bills. Passage would give amateur radio operators the same rights to install antennas on their property as those enjoyed by users of TV antennas, wireless internet, and flagpoles. Radio clubs should also prepare letters of support signed by each club officer. For more information about the ARRL campaign to pass the bill, visit www.arrl.org/HOA. Many amateur radio clubs and organizations are planning on-air commemorations and special events for Veterans Day 2025. In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Holmesburg Amateur Radio Club will honor the Continental Marine's birthday. Special event station WM3PEN will operate November 8th through the 12th from 1300 Zulu to 0400 Zulu each day. Contact the club for QSL and frequency information. Then on Veterans Day, November 11th, the New River Valley Amateur Radio Club in Christiansburg, Virginia, will celebrate the holiday from the National D-Day Memorial in Bedford, Virginia. Special event station W2B will be in operation from 1500 to 2000 Zulu on 14.275 megahertz. A QSL card will be sent with a self-addressed stamped envelope, and you can contact the club there for additional information. Also, a reminder that ARRL headquarters will be closed on Tuesday, November 11th, in observance of Veterans Day. There will be no W1AW bulletin or code practice transmissions on that day. ARRL headquarters will reopen on Wednesday, November 12th at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bruce Page, KK5DO, is here now with this week's AMSAT report. Bruce?
Thanks, John. Have you ever wanted to own your own satellite? Not one that is space-ready, but one that will function as if it were in space. AMSAT has the CubeSat Sim kit. We have them available several times a year as the volunteers build them, and we are working to have even more available. Here's the neat thing. The kit comes with all the boards fully assembled. You will need to stack the boards, attach the frame, and then mount the solar panels. After this, you will have a simulator that will be able to charge the batteries from the solar panels, transmit 6 different modes, BPSK, FSK, SSTV, APRS, CW, and act as a crossband repeater. Besides all that, receiving any of the modes with an RTL SDR dongle and some software, you can see how the batteries are charging and discharging, as well as other data from the simulator. I finished assembling mine this week and will be taking it to some club meetings around the area. Great for schools to get involved in satellites and learn orbital mechanics. This is Bruce Page, KK5DO. Back to you, John.
And thanks, Bruce, for that report. Just ahead in radio sport this week, November 8th through the 9th, the ARRL EME contest. That's CW Phone and Digital. Also November 8th through the 9th, the WAE-DX contest, RTTY. The JIDX phone contest. That's phone, of course. The OKOMDX contest, that's CW. Also November 8th through the 10th, it's CQWE contest, that's CW Phone and Digital. On November 9th, the FIRACHF contest, that's phone. And on November 11th, the DARC FT4 contest, that is digital. On November 12th, the RSGP 80-meter Autumn Series, single sideband phone there. And on November 15th, the All-Australian 160-meter contest, that is CW. Remember to visit the ARRL contest calendar for more events and information. Upcoming section, state, and division conventions, November 15th, the Superstition ARC Superfest and Electronics Expo, hosting the ARRL Arizona State Convention. That's in Mesa, Arizona. December 12th to the 13th, the Tampa Bay Hamfest, hosting the ARRL West Central Florida Section Convention. That's in Plant City, Florida. January 10th, the Ham Radio University ARRL New York City Long Island Section Convention in Brookville, New York. And on January 16th through the 17th, it's the Southwest Florida Regional Hamfest ARRL Southern Florida Section Convention. That's in Fort Myers, Florida. And remember to search the ARRL Hamfest and Convention database to find events in your area. And finally this week, thanks to the West Alabama Amateur Radio Club in Lamar, Alabama, for airing the ARRL audio news on their repeater. 7-3.
And that concludes ARRL Audio News for this week. Our thanks to all contributors to this week's report. ARRL Audio News is produced by the American Radio Relay League, the National Association for Amateur Radio. For more information on amateur radio or the ARRL, visit us on the web at arrl.org. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter by searching for ARRL. If you have a question or comment about ARRL Audio News, email us at audionews@arrl.org. This program is copyright ARRL, all rights reserved. 73, and thanks for listening.